I don't think it's appropriate for her to be in 18 and older lives. And I said, but that's not your place. And frankly, that's your opinion on Megan's parenting style or parenting choices, which parenting choices differ, but that it doesn't warrant DPS being involved, man.
But
That's not their
there
job.
she was there involved.
She didn't have a problem with Stinky going into her lives and watching and hanging out, right? She didn't have a problem with talking to Stinky on the phone, having conversations with her, right? But now all of a sudden it's a problem, Shannon.
Even on
Right.
TikTok, she would say hi to her.
Yes.
So make that make sense. Or say, you know what? Let's have this conversation when your daughter leaves. If she was that bothered by it.
But she
If
did
she's your
ultimately
friend,
say
she should have
she
been able
ultimately
to
said
stay.
that she was pissed.
Well, not just that, but
She
like,
ultimately said the reason why she did it was because Megan was going to role play dad. She said that pissed her off. That pissed the whole group off. That's when Stephanie fucking became unhinged and said she was going to do all these things because if they fucking role play Shannon's dad, we're going to do all these things. That's ultimately what it was, to be honest with you. So,
But
I mean,
Shannon was okay to role play Mikey's dad and use a voice changer to
well,
go
but
in
the
his
so she
life.
actually made like a Snapchat video, is what she did with the filtered voice on that, and she just kept
Okay,
hitting play in the live.
I got
But
you.
still,
but
yeah, I mean,
still,
it's the same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. Because she definitely came at Florida Man and how fucking, ridiculous that was for what they did with role playing his dad because he has mental health issues and all these things. When you bitch had done this thing, it just only came out after she did that. Megan is the one that brought that out. That it was her.
I just don't understand how you're going to be such a hypocrite and whatever.
And for the 212 people in
Well,
here,
I stopped asking my dad. Oh.
does everybody know that she called CPS on Josh and Ida and made false allegations of child abuse?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
CPS knocked on Josh and Ida's door and had that conversation.
That's horrible.
It
They
is.
never even show their kids. Like, I
Never.
don't particularly care for them. I don't know them personally, but I didn't feel like they needed CPS called on them. You never see them yelling at their kids. You don't see them, you don't see their kids. They keep them completely out of view. Yes, they might be on here asking for money all the time, but at least they're asking for money for bills and to feed their kids. Not that I encourage that, but to tell you the truth, if if I really had no money and I had no job, I might come on here and ask for help, but I wouldn't continuously do it every month or every week. Once in a while, I've never asked anybody for anything, let's just be clear. But at least they're asking for money to help their family. They're not asking for money for rugs or to go on a fucking vacation somewhere or whatever, right?
Right.
Like, it's for their family. Not, like I said, not that I agree with it, but there's worse things. And she was going to put a fucking billboard up of them?
Well, and
Was
not
it
only
her
that,
that
but
was going to do that?
Shannon held alive and encouraged all of TikTok. I believe there was like 150 some odd people in this live that Shannon had, where she encouraged and released the city and state and the phone number.
Stop it.
Yes, girl, I got the screenshots, and I'm not going to show them
Wow.
because they're not blacked out with the information on Josh and
Yeah,
Ida.
no, I don't need to see it. I'm
But
just
yes, girl, she did that. And if I would have
with
known
the
that
two
she
little
did
girls
that,
living there.
if I would have known that she did that to Josh and Ida, I would have never fucked with that bitch. Ever.
And then turned around and did a battle with them and made $500.
and then turned around and did a battle and made $500. Absolutely.
Holy mother of God. She needs to just stay away from this app and work on herself. Like, and I mean that with no, like, I'm not
Frankly,
trying
they
to be
all
rude or
do.
anything. Like,
All
I
of
made my
them.
own, well, I didn't make her, but I got my own daughter off of here for almost 7 months to work on her mental health. So when I say that, I'm not saying it to be mean. She needs help, period.
Everybody in that fucking group is just as fucking fucked up as her, in my opinion.
Listen, I'm shocked by all of them. You're right.
Are you? I wasn't shocked with a lot of them because of how they had done Megan prior to this,
That is
and
true.
what what we had seen. Like, I mean, I didn't have experiences with all of them, but a few of them I did, and I wasn't shocked. Um, I thought it was interesting that it was like last week, or it was actually Megan. When was that role playing of the Mikey's parents? A couple weeks ago. That I got a text message from Andy, and she was like, "I'm so disappointed in you. You
I
sit
would
with
have to
Florida
go
man," and
back
I was like,
and look. Hold on, let me see.
frankly, you sit with fucking Shannon and Stephanie.
Yeah.
The fuck is? Wait, what?
So, Mikey called
Yeah, no.
CPS on me the night we did the role playing, which was May
The 26th.
27th. May 27th at 1 a.m. is when
That's right.
that
Yeah,
happened.
technically May 27th.
Yeah, it was either like it
I
was
couldn't even
May
believe you did it.
26th, May 27th at 1 a.m.
I thought they were saying it was 3 a.m. when he called. I was like, not this goddamn 3 a.m. again.
It could
Megan.
have been. It could have been because I don't know what time it was my time, but
It would have been 3 a.m. my time. I'm like, oh God, no. Not this shit again.
Not these 3 a.m. phone calls. I don't know what it is about 3 a.m. and Megan.
Right? Like, what the hell?
Dare to call people at 3 a.m. Like shit.
well, I mean, he does it for the pure wow factor on TikTok. He does it for fucking. I'm telling you, him and Shannon have got to get married. Him, Shannon, and Skittles would make a great throuple.
A throuple.
I mean, because like it's just the fucking crazy like on live wild shit that they do to like really get people to be like, damn, you're fucking nuts. You know, like you are vile fucking human beings. You know, like it's insane to me. But I told Andy that night, I'm like, excuse me, you cannot come to me and tell me how disappointed in me you are when I haven't even heard from you in months. And secondary to that, look who the fuck you sit with.
Well, I kept getting anonymous message. Well, I know the person that gave me the messages through, but I kept getting messages saying how disappointed people were in me, that I was hanging out with in lives with Bougie and Florida Man, and how bad it was making me look, and all this stuff. And I used to be a safe space to go to and for people to talk to, and now they don't know how they feel about me. And I'm like, you know what? At first I was really upset, and I was like, okay, I can see where they're coming from. And I was like, whoever it is, just tell them, I'm sorry. That isn't the kind of vibe I'm trying to put out. I always want people to feel safe to come to me. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, man, fuck that. If you don't know me and know that I am a good person, it doesn't matter who I'm around. It doesn't change me as a person. And now I know where those messages were coming from. Because as soon as you said that, Lucy, bang, that's who it was. I guarantee it. Because
Yep,
the person wouldn't
probably.
tell me who was saying it.
That's
But as soon
exactly
as you
what they
said that,
said.
I was like, That sounds vaguely familiar, but won't
Right,
come to me as a person and fucking tell me themselves.
right, right.
Man,
And then to know now that Andy was doing this fuck shit as the admin of this here Telegram
exactly.
is like, girl, you ain't got no place to say shit about how you're disappointed in me when you are literally
Hmm.
doing this bullshit.
Like
I
when your
mean,
hands are spotless, come and judge me. I haven't
yeah,
done anything to
were you
anybody
gonna
on this
let
app
me know that
ever.
Stephanie showed my daughter's DV photos and my grandbaby's photos and was gonna make a hate page? Were you gonna let me know that? Oh no, you
That's
weren't.
gross.
Okay,
Probably not. Probably not.
Just an FYI, once I heard that, I wholeheartedly believe that she did that to fucking
100%.
Muffin Man. Wholeheartedly believe.
Of
Stephanie got mad.
Absolutely.
Stephanie got mad at Muffin Man for something and put her kids up on a fucking page. I wholeheartedly believe it now. You can't tell me otherwise.
No, 100 fucking percent she did. And when I asked, like, was there any photos dumped or whatever, she got on a Telegram call and she showed them. I want to ask any of you that saw that fucking phone dump she did of me, did you guys see those photos? I bet you didn't.
No,
But guess
they
what?
weren't
That's where
in
the
there.
fuck they were dropped. That's where I sent them to her at, was in text messages. So you're telling me you deleted them from the text thread so that they wouldn't be in the phone dump, but you saved them to your phone. That's fucking
That's
Weird.
weird.
disgusting.
And then she was showing pictures of me. Megan even told me this too, in a swimsuit or something that came off my Facebook, like talking about whatever the fuck work I've had done. Weird as fuck, bitches. Weird as
In
fuck.
the private live, everybody remember that? Who was in that private live when Stephanie put up a green screen of Bougie's ass? Remember that?
They're just jealous because they don't have the money to do it themselves.
Sweet
I
Briar
didn't get my
Creek. You
ass
know what I'm
worked
talking
on.
about. Was you there,
Hey,
girl?
just go with it, bougie.
I
Just go with it.
got,
Yep, I had it done. Cost me
yep,
10,000.
sir. There you go. All of it. I was on screen share with Megan yesterday, going through my Facebook photos and cannot find a single fucking photo. We could not find a photo that either resembled it or was that. I don't
You,
know what the fuck she has.
I noticed, and I have a question about this. So Shannon is obviously now divorcing and is looks like she might be shacking up with her mod, but I don't see her mod's name, this Mike guy, anywhere in any of this. Like as he's participated in this. Did he participate? Is he just silent watcher?
I've been told that he wasn't in the group,
Okay.
Telegram group. I was also told that, I mean, the people in the group didn't have a problem with what was going on with him and Shannon. The paperwork that Shannon sent to Florida Man and to me shows that she filed for divorce, not her husband. And I mean, there were messages from like Stephanie saying like, whatever makes you happy, dot, 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 the type of a thing. So, I mean, they all knew that this had been brought up about my G months ago. I think Florida Man brought it out, or Pastor Chris, somebody did months ago about
Yeah.
her and these messages, right? Remember, she denied it at the time.
Yeah.
So that was a new news, but I think it's funny that all these women knew about it and none of them thought it was a problem until Stephanie gets in Smashley's live the other day and wants to come at fucking Shannon for all these things when, why weren't any of these things an issue for you guys during the time when you guys were condoning, enabling, and all of it? Who's putting numbers in the chat?
I got
The fuck?
y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Whoever's phone
This
number
shit's
that is,
fucking weird.
sorry that happened in my life.
got it out as soon as we seen it, so nothing we can do about that.
Right.
No,
I just don't understand what happened for them to. JoJo, some of it's got me the most confused.
Joyce,
not at
I
all.
came to you and I
JoJo is
told you
besties with
JoJo and Andy's
Andy.
fucking dirty months ago. This does
You
not
did.
surprise me with JoJo and
You
Andy.
did.
It really doesn't.
You
Yeah,
absolutely did.
they are besties. I mean, I knew that whenever I was in a group chat with them. And
And
Moonflower and Jules are whatever the fuck they got going on. And Jules and Andy are besties. So I mean, it's none of it
like
is
one minute I
none of
was
it's
in Jules live and we were laughing
so.
it up, and like I never did anything to any of these girls. But it's guilt by association, which whatever, I don't give a shit.
He's fine, Mika.
I don't care. Like I know that I've never done anything to intentionally hurt anybody on this app. I'm far from perfect. I have said some stupid shit sometimes, yes, but I don't like people fighting. Like that's not, it's just not
Well,
me.
Andy is
So
the
I
one that
try to
dropped all of
encourage.
Bernadette's information day one, months
That's
ago.
crazy.
Andy is who fucking was passing that shit around.
So what really gets me is these women are behaving like this, but then want to reach out to me and apologize to me and come to me for protection because what's about to happen to them. Fuck you bitches. You made your bed, now lie in it.
Different if they came to you like because they genuinely felt bad or whatever, but that none of them came until after Stephanie fucking went on
Yeah.
Unhinged tour number
That's why
69.
I wonder what happened with those guys. Because for them to all of a sudden jump ship,
Thank you, Lisa.
something happened. It
We
makes
didn't
you
say they
like
jumped ship. They didn't jump ship. We
no,
just
but the
said
ones that have left Shannon, I mean, like Stephanie saying,
that whole
like
group
I wonder
did.
if they had an argument before that, or if they
No.
knew this was coming out.
So like I
And I just
explained
want to say
earlier,
something. I just want to say something really fast. These girls, right, have expressed to me that they came together as a group and they talked about it and they picked Stephanie as their spokesperson. Bullshit, JoJo. You have my personal phone number. Andy, bullshit. You have my personal fucking phone number. You guys could have sent me a message, a text
No, they
message,
could have
anything.
sent me
You
a
don't need people
message
to speak up for you.
too.
Use your fucking voices.
Yeah, like
Joyce,
what? All of a sudden they're scared.
there was no argument that started it. What started it was whenever they told Shannon that Queenie and Mikey were going to come after her after the PO was dropped, and that they had seen a live or video, or they had some proof from some reliable source. Shannon asked for that. She said, "I need to see receipts." They were like, "No, you just have to trust us, trust us, trust us." And she was like, "I'm gonna fucking need some receipts." And so she reached out to Queenie. When she reached out to Queenie, that is when Stephanie and everybody gave her like all hail because they were already pissed she dropped the PO. They
Okay,
were pissed
that
as
makes
fuck.
sense.
And then whenever she reached out to Queenie is kind of whenever Stephanie played the whole like, oh well, pretty much gave her an ultimatum. You
The
better do this,
funny,
this, and this.
I do want to
Mama
point
Bear, you have a
something.
solid ass point. Mama Bear, you have a solid ass point. How many times have those girls reached out to you?
They
How
could
many
have.
times have you
Yep.
been the mediator
Agreed.
between me and the girls? How
Right,
many
but
times,
Mm-hmm.
Mama Bear? They could have reached out to you.
why does it have to
Absolutely.
be Stephanie? Like, we don't even like Stephanie.
So she's
But
the owner of
anyways,
that Telegram. If you notice, she's the owner, and Andy is the admin.
I just want to know what I want to find funny is to point out the gaslight of the lie of that night when everybody was arguing in Smash's box, of whenever it was called out that there was more than one call with Queenie and Shannon, and the gaslight was, oh well, that was only the one call that we talked about dropping the PO. It's like, wait a minute, you were Are you just trying to make us believe that what?
So
It is fucking weird.
she sent her call log to Florida Man. I have screenshots of it.
Oh yeah,
There were
he's
lots
gonna
of
send it. He's
calls
gonna send it to me.
made to and from. It doesn't show the duration. It doesn't show the duration of them, but
He's
the
gonna send it to
messages
me. It's just he's
that
waiting for it
we
to come to his
got
phone.
between Queenie and Shannon too.
Joyce, may I address a comment really fast?
Do what?
I was
Joyce,
just looking at that.
could you elaborate on
I
that?
have no idea. I don't know. I'll ask Aries. I'll ask her. I don't know. Let me see if she can. I'll see if I can share her this. If she's here, she'll come in.
I think I might be
And
private phone on that private.
Aries always tells the truth, so you don't get any, whether it's what you want to hear or what you don't want to hear.
Here,
She'll
Junkies
always.
Whisper, what did she lie about?
Whoops. Mallory showed it in her live. I wonder which one it was. Because, like, I know I'm in Mallory's lives every day, but sometimes I might be, like, away from the phone or whatever, and I might not see the comments or see what Mallory's showing exactly. But I'll find out. I'm trying to
Hi,
find it.
Mima. How are you this morning?
Yeah, hi Mima. Oh, you've been up in here, and I don't even know if you've talked yet. Hold on, let me.
He's been
She's
patiently
been
waiting.
so quiet.
Oh,
Let me be quiet, Mima.
hi. Megan, I'm happy that you're finding the truth out. I honestly am. This all the hatred between everyone is so disturbing. And I wanted to say that ever since I left that platform over there, that I want to thank everybody for accepting me in and being kind to me. And I haven't been around, and I hate to say this side, that side, your platform, and haven't been mutuals with a lot of folks that I am now, because of being on that platform over there. But I will say, whether or not, I've always watched from the window, and I will admit it. And Megan, you are a great mother. You really are. And that was so uncalled for. And I also want to jump up here too. I don't want to forget this. I wanted to jump in and speak up for Joyce because she really is a kind woman. And so is Bougie. And I don't care who gets mad at me for it.
Oh, thank you, Mima. That's so sweet of you. You
Oh
are
no, I
too.
know Joyce has always been very kind. I love Joyce. I hate
Oh,
that we
thank
don't
you
talk anymore,
guys.
but I love Joyce.
I
Yes.
appreciate you guys.
And
And
don't let nobody tell you that you're anybody different for who you are in a box with, Joyce. Because you are
Right?
no different than anybody the fuck else because you are you. And if you want to call someone out on someone's bullshit while you're in a box, then call someone out on someone's bullshit. But shit, don't let someone say that you're becoming different because you're in a. Well, I can't say that because I did tell Megan
Right.
the other day. I begged and pleaded Megan, please step away from Shannon.
Same.
Didn't
I
I?
did
I
repeat
did.
that.
I did. I told her, and I said, please, you just act so differently around Shannon.
I did
But
too. Yep.
that was a real instance.
You,
But nobody, Florida Man and Bougie don't make people act a certain way.
no,
They
I
don't
sure
care how you
don't.
Megan,
act.
no, Megan likes to see the good in people and tries to see the good. She's very forgiving and like I am, and I think that's why we do connect is because in certain ways we're a lot alike and with that part. Like I forgive people very easily. Um, you'll never see me showing anybody's messages on here that I've ever been sent. It's just not my style. Like for what? If I don't talk to you anymore, that doesn't mean I'm going to go and expose every single thing
Hmm.
that I not
Thank you.
participated in, but was good with at the time. And now what, I'm going to expose it because why? Not that I was a part of anything major, but just with the whole messages and because I was in a group chat, it doesn't mean that I seen everything that was in there. It doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying? I never asked Bougie. I never asked Bougie for anything. Nothing. Ever. Ever. Of anybody's information. Because TikTok to me, it's not that serious.
Right?
Like, it shouldn't be that serious. I came on here to have fun, not to be like, oh my God, this person's gonna take this person to court. Oh, let's call child welfare on this person. Let's do this, unless there's a reason for it. You're right, Scammy Claus.
Serious
TikTok
reason
isn't
because
supposed to be like this.
I would
It's
never. I've even had
crazy.
people in my real life that I don't call CPS on, and it concerns, yes, but it's just hard. It's hard for me myself to call CPS because I was that child. I was that
Right.
child. I was taken away from my parents at the age of 2, 3 years
Same.
old. I was in a group home for a little bit, and from what my sister says, the reason why I'm tender-headed is because they used to do my hair all the time and rip the things out of my hair. My sister told me that I used to scream and cry every night I went to bed because I wanted my sister to put me to bed because I didn't know anybody that was there. Like, I was that
It's
child.
hard.
I might have been too young to remember a good bit of it, but I know some of it. I remember some of it. I could
For
never.
me personally, if I'm your friend and I think that there's a concern with child welfare, as your friend, I'm going to come to you and address it first. I'm going to say, listen, and I've done that in real life. I have. I would rather help you,
Mm-hmm.
and unless you're beating the. Sorry, I forgot. I can't say that on here. Unless there's like
And that's what I told
physical
Shannon. Unless
abuse, then help the person. If their house is a mess, fucking help them.
Sorry to cut you ladies off. Respectfully dropping you. I'm going to end this now.
Because I asked her to.
Because I have a vacation that I'm taking my daughter on for a week during the 4th of July. And we have to go shopping now to buy the things that we want for that vacation.
And Mom,
Please continue to talk about this. Raise hell TikTok. And for the person who sent me that package this morning when I originally started off, thank you. Because of you, I got out of bed today. I had a conversation with a friend. I had a really hard, rough morning. And I was like, do I get out of bed? Do I get coffee? Do I stay in bed? And I chose to stay in bed until Stinky came to me and said, Mom, there's a package at the door. So whoever sent me that package, thank you so much, because it helped me out of bed this morning. This message is what I received this morning. You guys have a good day. Thank you for all your love and support. I greatly appreciate it. If it weren't for a lot of you guys, I don't know how I would get through this. And to the bitches that were involved, may you rot in fucking hell.